Hope hope that wasn't caught on stream. Let's have a look. Are we live? We should be. Any second now. The long hold. Very long hold. Are we live? Hello? Hello? Is anybody there, or am I just speaking to myself? That took ages then. It still hasn't came up on my subscription, so I'm just waiting until it comes up on my subscriptions, which it isn't for some reason. Give me a second. Oh, it says we're scheduled. Yeah, it says we're scheduled. Waiting for TFRL. So has it actually started? Right, hang on. I didn't get a notification. Oh no, we are on. We're live. What? Right.
Let's start to the stream.
Oh, there's JB there. Yeah, we're scheduled for some reason. I don't know why we're scheduled. Are we? Are you sure? Because it's not coming up on my end. Oh, there we are. Now we're live. Now it finally comes up on my subscriptions. Hello, everyone, and welcome to TFRL A-League, round 13 here in Belgium. Sorry for the aggressive start to that, to the introduction of the stream. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm Jim Said 14. I will be your, at the minute, solo commentator tonight, but we do have quite a few drivers in this party. We've got Matthias, Expree, Keelan, and I'm not sure if anybody else has joined in this party since I've said that. Expert X30 with his cart. Goodness me. Anyways, quite a few comments coming through. I will update you on the championship standings very, very shortly. I wish I could view the stream, but I've got airplane mode on, obviously. What an idiot. Let me have a look. Lewis has said he can't race, so that's okay. So there's a space going available there for anybody that wants to join. I think in the next couple of minutes we'll send out B-League invites. My live chat's not working. Give me a minute. Plenty of technical difficulties going on my end tonight, I think. Which is...
Just don't forget to choose spectate.
I definitely won't forget to choose spectate when we start off. There we go. Any chance of an invite, Niels? Yeah, Niels, I was just on about that. You'll get an invite 7 o'clock if nobody else shows up. So there looks like there's going to be 3 spaces available, plus a space for Ball Boy whenever he decides to show up. He might be too ill to commentate. I haven't heard a word from him. So, I haven't had a word from him. Already excuses, says Onyx.
Montana back from the dead.
And yeah, good evening everyone. Oh yeah, just to update everyone on the Montana situation. He's here. There he is, TFRL Montana. In the McLaren, he's replacing Joe tonight, who sadly can't make it. But it is a privilege to have TFRL Montana back. If you saw him last night in FOL F2, you would have seen that he has lost considerable amounts of pace, finished 8th in the race. Who knows what's going to happen tonight? It is going to be one of the most fascinating races of the season, I think, because A, we didn't have the driving talent that we do now, and B, we really didn't have the cleanliness that we do now in A-League last season. But if... Oh, by the way, can we get the stream link out? Because we are 7 viewers. This is down on 32 from last week. God. Goodness me. Right, it is pretty much 7 o'clock, so I will send out... Oh, actually, Boastman needs a prioritised seat, actually. So there's only going to be 2 reserves spots, unless somebody else decides to rock up late as can be. I will give out some invites now, though, to you all, to all the A-League guys that's in here. Yep, get JB in to the party with his... Oh dear. Right, let's have a look at the who's on Storm's ready. I think I might prioritise out of the ones that want invites. I think Niels and Glock sound like two good possibilities, unless we have Storming, because he said to me he can't race, or he's 50-50 for tomorrow, so I don't know about that. Let me give out an invite to Punisher, because I forgot about you, right down the bottom there. There we go. There we go. Right, more comments coming through. Let's have a look. Montana is sandbagging. He's OP in Spa. Montana was on control last night and hasn't raced in 4 months, so no sandbagging. And Punish asking, where's his wheel? Now, I can say that he is thinking of getting his wheel actually back out either tonight or for next week. So it'll be interesting to see if he is actually on his wheel. And it will be interesting to see, of course, how he fares up against this lineup. Right, I'm just checking Montana back from the dead, Matt Tibos, commenting there in the thingy. Oh, JB's joined, and I've totally got him muted. Hello. Goodness me. Goodness me. What are your guys' thoughts going into tonight's race? The longest track on the calendar.
Try not to crash.
All I can say is, Codemasters, please fix your game, because Rouge and Radion is, quite frankly, so good that that is the only part of the game that doesn't need changing.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have a scenario. Hopefully we don't have any desyncs tonight as well. That's what I don't want to see tonight. But knowing the game, it will probably send somebody and a massive crash up a Rouge and Radion.
Oh, that's right.
Let me have a look. Is Ball Boy on? No, he's not online. He must be ill. He must be dead. Right. Oh. Returning from the dead. Let me have a look at who else wants an invite? Did you say? Niels, I'm going to give him an invite. I'm going to give Glock an invite. But we're going to have to prioritise Boastman as a driver, so there's only going to be 2 reserves. Niels, Glock, Storm. One of those 3. I'm wary that Storm might not be able to make it tomorrow. Who's that just joined? Who's that? Oh, Niles has joined. Lovely. And Glock will get an invite as well. I've just given him an invite in. So we should have 2 spots available then for Boastman, and hopefully Ballboy turns up. That's Glock coming in, I just think. Technique's supposed to be in a house, I've just realised that.
Well
then. And Technique has gone into a car, Ferrari, which is going to be a bit of a pain because Bossman's in that car. There's a lovely looking Force India that's free for Technique if he wants to go on that. or if Punisher goes Force India and then Technique goes.
Wait, a minute. I've just clocked on to Punisher put Codemasters doesn't listen to Manx. He's a Liverpool fan. Says it all
dear.
on it, really. Says it all.
I just point out that JB is on a 1 bar.
Oh, it's fluctuating 3 bar. He's on a 3 bar for me now.
Whatever.
JB, on mic, can you shout downstairs and tell your mum to just not
Put
use
some
the
stream
internet?
off my phone.
He's on a 5 bar now. Goodness me, that's the first time I think I've ever seen that. Rejoice, everyone. Rejoice. Oh, goodness me. We'll wait.
Are we taking PF off?
Oh, so Bossman's just messaged me actually saying he is waiting for the bus. I don't think he might be able to make it. Then.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, let's go then.
Might be a bit late. Oh,
Let's invite one more person.
Right, Storm's gonna get the seat then. I'm tempted to start. I know. God.
Sorry, Dad.
If you could watch
What,
the
Matt, was
stream,
your
would be
dad?
much appreciated. Montana is back.
Matt is my dad.
Exactly.
Montana's back, but he's slow.
Montana is back, but he is slow, and there is the man with the voice.
God, if it rains, innit?
Oh, yeah,
Or if it rains, then I'm sorry.
I'm
If it
hoping on
rains,
some
no one
rain.
finishes.
Right, no ball boy it seems tonight.
Belgium last corner. Last match.
I'm just seeing.
I think.
Yeah, Storm's done. We can go. I'm happy to go.
Oh, let's go.
19
Let's go, let's
drivers
go.
and only 3 reserves, so pretty good attendance here tonight.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to concentrate, because I will suck.
Good luck, everyone. Niels, go into a car, you prick. Any car.
Change settings. It'll make the
I stopped.
Oh, you've
I
changed
stopped
it. You've changed it. Oh, thank God.
I stopped.
Oh, he's got in the
it.
car. Go.
No, he's still
Wait, it says he's still in spectator.
What?
No, but he has a Renault-coloured car.
No, go, Williams. Go.
Yeah, okay.
Goodness me.
I am a saviour.
And it's the fact
Fucking Niels.
the fact that he was still in a yellow car, but he's a spectator.
Oh, it was Red Bull for me on my screen. Goodness me.
Oh, it's
It's
brilliant.
Williams for me.
Yeah,
Oh, dear. Anyways,
I
10
like how it
seconds
was
to
a yellow
go.
car, but he wanted to go into a light blue car.
Yeah, Williams is normally... Who's normally Williams with... Oh, it's Onyx Mir and Scuba. Oh, Scuba's Force India. What am I thinking? Goodness me.
Yeah, you silly Billy.
What a silly boy. Good luck, everyone. I will catch you probably in qualifying if anybody goes out. Au revoir. And that was the guys in the party, of course. Welcome, everyone, to TFRL A-League. I'm doing a solo commentary, it appears, tonight for the round 13 of the championship. And I have got the standings here for you tonight. Coming into tonight, I worked them out when I was doing my uni work. Just don't ask me how that went. Wisely on 170 points, leading the way, still leading the championship. Can't be caught tonight, but the gap can be closed down if Matt decides to win. And Wisely was to DNF, of course. So Wisely on 170 points, still on top in the championship. 143 points for Matt Tibos in second. Then it's 112 points for AZR Will in third on 112. Lyronics on 98. It is a dry qualifying session here. Good to see a full grid here tonight in TFRL A-League. Then a bit of a jump, a considerable jump of 32 points from Lyronics down to Scuba, who is now in the top 5 on 66 points. Matthias on 65. Then it's Punisher on 59. 51 for Kazizzle, 49 for Boltzmann, 48 for Onyx, 40 for Seraph, 35 for Danny and 33 for Smallgun. I think that's your top 15 going into tonight. And we do see cars now leaving the track. That looks like it was a Sauber or McLaren coming out of the pits there, and it is the prodigal son of TFRL Montana, who is now out on track, and it's good to see him back in a competitive league racing environment. If you saw last night in FRL F2, as I alluded to at the start of the stream, he did finish a race. He finished 8th with penalties, which is very rare for Montana, but it is good to see him back in a competitive league racing environment. And so much has changed since his last race 4 months ago in TFRL. But here we go. This is probably one of the most fascinating races, if I've got to be honest, on the calendar in terms of race distance. It's going to be 26 laps here tonight, I do believe. Oh no, it's going to be 22 laps, sorry, here tonight. And put your predictions down in the comments. Top 3. I'm going to go for top 3 in qualifying, which I never really do. I am going to go for pole position 2. Oh god, it's difficult. Do you know what? I think Matthias might take it. Matthias, the pressure's on you. You are going to be top of my top 3. I think that Tibos is going to go second in qualifying. I think Punisher might be up there in 3rd. But of course, it is difficult to say who is going to be really up there because of such a competitive grid here tonight. Yellow flag in sector 2. Hopefully somebody slowing down on their lap unless they've spun it. Montana though starting the lap. Super soft compound of tyre for Montana. We've got super soft softs and mediums here tonight in Belgium and going through turn 1. Very, very nice indeed. And on the run down the hill to one of the highest points on the track at Radion and Eau Rouge. And he's going through that section now. Very, very nice indeed. 202 mile an hour. He's going to be hitting around 215 under the braking here, I think, Montana. Running down the straight, 210. He's just backed off slightly, going into Le Con, which is the right-left section here. And now at the top of the hill. This is the highest point of the circuit, and now they dip downhill. Getting caught in the gravel there a little bit, Montana. 71% ERS usage still left on this lap. As Montana now comes through No Name and going down towards the famous Puhon, where we've seen many, many crashes in league racing. And of course, this time last year when we were... Oh, somebody's lost the front wing at Puhon. Not sure who that might have been. Either... I think it might be Niels or Punisher if I was to put somebody down on that. Montana though now coming through Stavelot. This is Stavelot that he's coming towards now before reaching Blanchimont. Montana looking nice through there. Berra is already at the session. So Berra, I think, is the first victim up at Eau Rouge or Radion. Not sure if anybody was around him at the time. It'd be interesting to see if we get any POV footage of that. But Montana now reaching the final 2 corners. The bus stop chicane for Montana. On his return, attacking that second to last corner. Matthias and JB already out as well. Montana across the line, 42-1. A nice lap already from the prodigal son of TFRL. Goodness me, we're FRL. Onyx coming through the final corner is going in the pits. Wisely coming across the line. Championship leader, 149.8, but that was an invalidated lap on the mediums. Technique coming through the final corner, looking like a nice lap here from Technique. He's going to go 3rd, I think, with this. Yes, he is, 42.6. So already quite close between the top couple of guys. Storm now running through Stavelot. Looks like he might have backed off this one. Another yellow flag in Sector 1. Not sure if that's somebody getting out of the way. But all times now being starting to set. And Montana on top with a 42.1. Not really a surprise if you've been a TFRL regular over the last couple of months, with Montana currently taking a break, and now he's back. Storm coming across the line, 45.7. Let's just actually jump in with Matthias and JB. Not sure what happened with you two. Hello, guys. What happened to you two?
JD kind of lost it. Lost it, and ghosting system didn't quite work. I tried to avoid him, but he couldn't stop the momentum of his car going backwards, and yeah.
Put the POV put the PVOV can't even speak.
PVOV.
Goodness me, the POV footage up on Twitter, and I'll have a look at it. If you can do that, I'll be great, because I'm just saw you both crash out at pretty much the same time. I was thinking, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I did it again. Yeah.
Oops, I did it again. Matthias the bottle, and I predicted you for Paul, so that is already out the window.
Oh, me for Paul, are you alright?
I wanted to spice things up a little bit tonight.
Spice up your mental.
Oh dear. By the way, Kazizzle has gone top with a 142.0, half a tenth quicker than Montana, who appears to me that he hasn't lost any pace, but we can see a 41 coming out of this tonight, I think. I hear a bottle in the background from Small Guy. And that was through somebody's mic, because I've got them muted and I even heard that, so...
Yeah.
No problem. I will see you in a bit. Dun, dun, dun. That was JB and Matthias. So interesting actually to note there that both of them crashed out, ghosting system failing. So we'll see what result comes out. Neil's on a lap. Scuba's just gone 6th, I think, with a 1:43.315. 3,000, sorry, quicker than Glocky, who is in the other Force India tonight. Good to see him. Neil's coming around the final car. He's coming in the pits. He's coming in the pits. What's he doing? Matt Tibos now, in a great run of form. He ended those run of seconds. And he's now coming in the pits. Oh no, he's not. He's taking a wide out line to prepare for a lap on the mediums. And Matt Tibos goes 10th, so that was a banker lap for him. Just behind Lyronics, actually. An interesting note of the tactics from some of the top guys. Expree, Lyronics and Matt, especially on the mediums, down in 9th, 10th and 11th at the minute. We've got a small guy going through a Rouge and Radion. That was nice. Very nice indeed from small guy. But Punisher now at the final corner at bus stop. Very nice. I think he's going to go 6th with this. Punisher. Oh, and he's... I don't know what he was doing there. He backed off his lap. Didn't want to give anything away, I don't think. Goodness me, that was a bit of a strange one. Small guy still on the lap though. Coming through No Name. And now on the run down towards Puon. Getting very wide on the apex there. No practice, of course, for small guy coming into tonight. And taking it nice and steady. Nice line through there. Yellow flag in Sector 1. There's somebody being claimed at a Rouge and Radion there. Not sure. With 15 viewers, thank you very much for tuning in, whoever you 15 may be. And already nearly halfway through qualifying with Kazizel on top, Montana 2nd, Vaporizer 3rd if you're just tuning in. Small guy in 14th place, just about to end his lap, coming through Blanchimont now. He's just gone through Stavelo. So now on the run through Blanchimont. This is Blanchimont now before bus stop. The final two corners, the bus stop chicane. It's going to be around a 43 or 44, I think, here from small guy. He's going to maybe put himself ahead of Lyronics, or just in between himself and Matt Tibos. So coming across the line, small guy. Yeah, he's 2nd quickest out of the medium runners at the minute, just behind Matt Tibos. Sorry, just... Oh! And Matt Tibos has actually jumped up there with a 1.4 second improvement on a set of mediums, and he's only a second off the pace. That's a brilliant lap from Matt Tibos. Get out of a set of super softs, and goodness knows what he could do with that. 41.4 perhaps could be on. Montana just brushing across the gravel there in the McLaren, replacing Joe tonight. Good to see him back, of course. Vaporizer just behind him out on track. Technique is currently 4th. He's just preparing for a lap. He's going to run up a Rouge, actually. Let's have a look. Nice line through there. Took a little bit easy, which I think is the order of the day if you want to come through there. Variable. A little bit behind on the super soft compound of tyre. He's gone 10th ahead of Lyronics there, just behind Scuba. Yellow flag in Sector 2. Not sure who this is. It's definitely not through this section that we're seeing. Stavelo. Montana coming through there. And now on the run towards Blanchimont. With 7 minutes and 40 seconds roughly left in the session. Montana looking very nice. This is looking quick. This could be the first 41 of the night. Montana coming through the final corner. He's got to nail this. Montana. This is going to be easily Paul. Montana across the line. 41.7. Nice lap from the returning Montana, and he goes pole, and that might take some catching, but Vaporizer's just gone 2nd and behind him, so we're seeing a flurry of improvements now. Vaporizer goes 2nd, Wisling's gone 4th on a set of softs. That's a terrific lap from the championship leader, who can probably find 7 or 8 tenths at the very least on that lap. So Wisling 42.3 with 7 minutes to go, and he's gone 4th with that lap, 3 tenths off Kazizel, who is just preparing for lap, actually. Let's ride on board with anybody further down the field that might be on a lap. Expree on the run up to the line. Goes 10th ahead of Scuba, so 3rd quickest out the soft runners at the minute. He's only a 10th behind Glocky, and quite close, actually, there between Glocky, Matt, Onyx, and Expree. Just over a 10th of a second, separating 7th to 10th, with the top 3 separated by just under 2 tenths per second, with Montana on top, Vaporizer 2nd, and we missed Technique going 3rd, actually. So Technique going 3rd, nice lap from the Haas driver. Gets out of the way of a Force India there. It was Glock storm out the session. Has he crashed the Rouge? He might have done. Sector 1 and Sector 2, that'll be Technique going through Le Com section of track. Montana coming in for an in-lap. Everyone just preparing for their final laps, I think. Just seeing if there's anybody on a lap. There really isn't at the minute. Oh, Kazizzle's actually on a lap. So let's see what Kazizzle can do. He was on the vet price from Technique. 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. And Montana, 41.7 for Montana. Vet can pick up on there. But Kazizzle now his teammate coming round the final couple of corners. And this is looking quick. This is looking quick from Kazizzle. Can he improve enough to go past Montana? Around the final corner, might have just got an invalidation there actually. Coming up towards the line, Kazizzle 41.9, he improves. That was an invalidated lap, so he improves 41.9 and just over 0.2 of a second, separating the top four with plenty of improvements to come as we see Kazizzle's teammate actually Hamres coming through the final couple of corners. This is not too far off actually. Hamres coming through the final corner now at bus stop. On the run up to the line. He's going to go 5th, just behind his teammate, 42.2. Best of the rest of the minute, Hamres. But a nice lap from the Dutchman there. Any more improvements being found? Anybody else on a lap? Variable improves. 43 flat there from Variable. Goes ahead of Glocky. There's our Glock, of course. Yellow flag in Sector 2. We've just seen somebody go quicker. I think Niels has just put a lap in 43.9. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient enough to broadcast gameplay. That is very strange indeed. Never had that in a while. Hopefully we're still live. If the stream cuts off, then we will, of course, get the link out. There's a Williams weaving down the straight. Niels... Not sure who that is trying to get out of the way. Is that Onyx on an outlap? Yeah, it's Onyx on an outlap trying to warm up his tyres rather than demanding Niels to let him through. But looking at the minute, there's not many people out on track on a lap. So what I normally do is check the comments, but I think Glocky is on a lap coming through the final 2 corners now. Oh, he's having in the pits. So Glocky dives in with... less than... Ooh. I'm going to be tight, you know, getting back out. A minute and a half. It's going to be very, very close. Pit lane's down here. His teammate's coming in as well, which is not ideal. He's been held up here as Glocky, and that's not ideal. That's cost him at least 5 seconds. Oh, Hammer's getting messing up his pit entry there. Goodness me. So a little bit of a break in proceedings. I think Punisher's on a lap, though. On a medium compound of tyre. Oh, there's a wheel up at the top of a Rouge. That might have been Storm's crash. Punisher, right-hand side, picking up slipstream from a very slow McLaren, who was TFRL Montana on an outlap there. And now Punisher coming round through the Le Com section and on the way downhill towards No Name. No Name's the next corner. Punisher looking nice. Nice and tidy on exit there. Coming out of No Name. Again, just getting very close to that wall. They've got to be careful there that they don't exceed track limits, because it does happen around here in Belgium. Punisher on a lap. Yellow flag Sector 2. Not sure who that might be. It's not behind, I don't think. But let's take on board TV pod for the last remainder part of this lap with Punisher, who, with a second place last time out in Hungary, barring any penalties, he should put in a good performance here tonight, but it seems to me that he's going to be putting in a massive, massive task for himself. 46.1 down in 17th. He is improving here by a considerable margin, I would imagine. Punisher now on a lap. He's on the mediums. He will probably set the... This will be his tyres. Everyone out on an out lap. Punisher coming around the final corner now. Improves up to 13, so I think he'll be happy with that. On the mediums, opting for a different strategy compared to normal. Let's have a look on anybody who might be on a lap. I think Bedrise was 8 tenths up there in the first sector. That couldn't have been right, surely. Onyx Mer on a lap. Soft compound of tyre, improving on from the mediums, 43.1. He has got to set, or he's got to try and beat that. in the field, unless we've just seen somebody going on that lap. But Onyx Mer coming around the bus stop chicane now, the final 2 corners here out on track. And Onyx Mer on the run up to the line. He should go ahead of Variable here, I think. And yes, he does. 42.5. So a nice improvement there by 5.5 tenths. 5 3/4 tenths, in fact. Onyx has improved. He's up to 7th. I think he'll be happy with that. As we see further down the order, Glocky preparing for laps. Let's go on board with Vaporizer because he's going through Stavolo. Now with plenty of traffic ahead. I think I counted 2 Mercedes and a Haas there. And that Haas, I think, is Technique Gaming ahead of him. It is. Technique Gaming 3rd. He's got to go for a lap here. Vaporizer, oh my god. He's outbroken himself there. Technique preparing for a lap. And he's getting involved in the way of a Mercedes there. Oh, and Technique. Oh, Vaporizer, what's he doing? What is he doing? He retires out of the session, but I'm afraid the damage is done. Montana goes out the session as well. Oh, and Vaporizer's AI! What on earth is happening there? The coding in this game is absolutely awful. Vaporizer's AI has taken out Technique, who was going on a lap. Drama here in Belgium. And Technique will not be happy. He's going to be fuming with that. We'll get that investigated. No, I think Vaporizer realised he cut the corner. I'm not sure why he didn't go in the pits. If I have to be brutally honest, he's in 2nd. How has he not picked up a 5-place grid penalty? I do not know. We're on board with the championship leader though, going through P1. Wiseleg looking very nice through there. He's got a Force India ahead of him out on track. Variable not improving. Small guy not improving. Who has actually improved. Lyronic's not improving either. So here's at our scars. Oh, there's a Red Bull round. There's a Red Bull round. That's Lyronix. He's crashed just before Stavolo. Why is they getting very wide there at Stavolo, actually? As we see improvements further down the order. I think Matt Tibos has just set a lap there, has he? Not quite sure. Why is they low on the run up towards the line? Kazizzle Hamres, I think we'll go in that order. Expree puts himself up to 5th. Wisely going around the final corner. This could be Paul. Wisely coming across the line. Can he knock off Montana? Yes, he can to 41.4, but it's an invalidated lap. Kazizzle now improving. Glocky's gone 3rd. Kazizzle now improving. Is he? No, he's not. Hamres, is he improving? Has he? I don't think he has. I think Montana's got it. I think Montana's got it. Has Montana got it on his return here in TFRL? Very, very dramatic late stages of that qualifying session. We caught on board with the main guys who were ending laps, and Montana has taken pole position with a 41.7. The prodigal son of TFRL is back, and he's beaten the rest in qualifying. Vaporizer 2nd, Glocky in 3rd. B-League showing why they shouldn't be discounted. Technique Gaming in 4th. Then it's Kazizzle, Expree, Hamres, Wiseleg, Championship leader in 8th. Onyx Mer and Scuba, your top 10. Matt Tibos, Variable, Niels, Small Guy, Punisher, top 15. Lyronic Storm were the only other 2 to settle up. Beva, Matthias and JB out of qualifying early on. And that is your rundown of the order going into this race here in TFRL A-League. Montana takes it on his return to TFRL. Didn't look like he had the pace in FRL F2 last night, if I had to be honest. But he's back. Maybe one day practice on the game has done him the world of good. Boastman saying grid full. Yeah, I was very keen to get started there, Boastman, so that's probably why. But Montana wins here. Montana gets pole in Belgium. I think the last time he started from pole in Belgium was when he had that terrific battle in Belgium last season against Button. Button starting from the other end of the grid this time. 20 drivers. We don't have like 9-10 drivers like we did last season around here. And Onyx Mer fan club there. Jordan Amavi in the comments there. I need to turn my TV up. Goodness me. Our formation up about to begin. My top 3. It's going to be a tricky one, this. This is going to be such a close race. They've got to all keep it clean, of course. And I guarantee you there'll be a safety car this first lap. But my top 3, if I'm pushed for a top 3, I think a top 3 would be... Oh, bloody hell. I'm going to go Scuba for the win. I'm going to go Matt Tibos second. And... let's put Kazizzle in there. I think Kazizzle might do well here. So Scuba, Matt Tibos, Kazizzle, my top 3. As everyone preparing, just getting the tyres warmed up there. Montana, Vaporizer and Glocky leading them around on the formation lap. Do put your comments in the comment section of who your top 3 wants to be. I know Unseen is probably going to be rooting for Montana here. Starting from pole with Vaporizer, his good friend and rival here tonight behind him. Glocky starting in 3rd as well. Terrific to see a B-League driver and an AZR driver up there in the top 3 as well. Absolutely fantastic stuff from one of the head admins, of course, of AZR. That's me. If you didn't know that. And Matthias, actually, let's go through the bottom 10. What I like to do in my commentaries nowadays is go through the bottom 10 strategies. So we've got Punisher, Lyronix, Berra, and JB on the medium compound of tyre. The rest are on soft. So that is Matt Tibos, Variable, Niels, Small Guy, Storm, and Matthias. All on a set of soft compound of tyre. As we now get prepared for round 13 of the TFRL A-League Championship. Montana leading them round. Just want to see what the hold-up here is. Xpree, get a move on, man. Go, formation laps. At least I hope this is going to be what the if the safety car comes out, I hope this is what it's going to be. Everyone going wide in the background there. And this should be rejoining up very, very shortly. So we do see the rejoining period now happening on the grid. Look at how everyone giving a massive advantage there. Oh, there's a Force India and a Williams inside of each other there. That might be Onyx and Scuba, which is not appreciative at all of a thingy. We get prepared though for 5 red lights. Revving already happening on the grid. I'm not sure why that is. So we get prepared for the final cars to join up. There we go. Final cars are on the grid. That's an absolutely shocking camera angle. 5 red lights are about to go out here in Belgium. Round 13 of the TFRL A-League Championship is, as Technique gets a jump start, is underway, and Technique jumps to the lead early on, and plenty of smoke sees them on their way, with Glocky trying to get Montana into turn 1. What a shocking camera angle that was. Any contact going through turn 1, relatively all clean. Small Guy, I think, was wide there in the background. Oh, Vaporizer and Scuba's crashed out. Both out. Wisely, the championship leaders out as well. 3 out, and that's before Rouge. And there's Technique spinning on the left-hand side of the track as well. Oh, drama here in Belgium. Everyone pretty much through, I think. Bar anybody, I think everyone's through in the background. Matt Tibos going for a move on Hamres. That's a nice move if he pulls that off. At Lecom, Wisely leaves the session in absolute disgust. And who will blame you? Matt Tibos going down the inside of Hamres, trying to get 5th place here. Scuba out the session as well. Hamres going for a bit of an excursion there. But back out front, Montana leads from Glocky in 2nd, Kazizzle in 3rd. So A-League and B-League filling out the first 2 places with Kazizzle in 3rd, and he's got a great start in the Mercedes. Xpree in 4th. Somebody's round in the back. I think that's Matthias who might have spun it at... Oh, and we've seen Technique go off at Lecom as well there. Sorry, not at Lecom. That was No Name. Xpree getting overtaken by Matt Tibos. Small Guy and Matthias struggling early on. Might come in for a little bit of an interview with those guys. There's no safety car for some reason. 3 of the main contenders, Vaporizer from 2nd, Scuba already out the race, and the championship leader, Wisely, already out the race. Maybe I put a bit of a curse on him as we reach the end of lap 1, and Montana leads the way from Glocky, Kazizzle. These 3 have already got a massive, massive gap. JB in the pits early on. Berra, Matthias and Small Guy already in the pits as well. Technique Gaming having no fun at all out on track. He's round at Stavalo. Xpree just gets past Hamres there. In fact, Hamres might have been trying that move. They go for a Rouge. They're all through safely, the leaders. And Montana leads from Glocky from Kazizzle. Are we going to see him move? The side-by-side action here. Hamres going around the outside of Xpree. Can he do this into Lacombe? Not quite. Xpree defends the position well, and good clean driving there between both of them. The Brit and the Dutchman. We take it on board with the Dutchman's point of view. Yellow flag in Sector 3 once again. That's Technique Gaming without a shadow of a doubt. Looking very good. Longest track on the calendar. Has thrown up some pretty big stories already. Montana leads and JB is out the race. JB is out. That looks like... Oh, Hamres going up the inside. Berra's out as well. Oh, Hamres. Oh, he's forced off Xpree there. Just losing control of the car through Puon. And Hamres actually got that move done cleanly in the end. Nice move by Hamres. Up to P7. Oh, up to P6, sorry. So nice move there by the Dutchman on the Brit. Let's tune in briefly with JB and see what happened. What happened to JB? Did you crash at Arouge or Radion?
I retired because we want to restart, because at the start it was chaos.
Chaos? Restart?
Chaos. Yeah, everyone here wants to restart because we all got front wing damage from the start.
Well, I personally, I don't see the top 12 complaining, so... But DRS Enable going on to lap 3, Montana, Glocky and Kazizzle, your top 3. Oh, Lyronix and Niels are having a battle. Actually, oh my god, there's a decent going on. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Glocky going for the lead on Montana, not quite close enough there. I'm not sure what is happening with the other guys. Do you know what? Let's tune in with them all. Let's see the conversation that's going on. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Hello?
I don't know what he's saying. Oh, is that...
Hi. Oh, this is...
what? You guys want to restart, apparently. Front wing damage,
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah,
Over half the grid have front wing damage, I can see it.
Everyone brake checked everyone, basically.
Yeah, then Vaporizer brake checked me into turn 1 and then put himself in the wall. Like, on purpose. So...
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that
Oh my god, oh my god.
Slam on.
Just be careful behind your Xpree. There looks like there's a desync going on between
Oh, yeah, it's
Lyronix
desync.
and Niels, as there's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Technique Gaming, I think that might be. And it is. Oh my. He's off at bus stop. This is where the leaders are coming through. Montana leads.
There's
Glocky.
car sex behind me!
Kazizzle launching one on Glocky there at the final
Oh
corner.
my
And
God.
Glocky forces him off. Glocky forced Kazizzle offline there. And he's weaving, saying, no, you don't do that. Kazizzle, though, going up the inside. These two are actually AZR drivers, so they've got to be careful here, these two. Glocky holding around the outside. Small guy out the race has crashed. And Glocky and Kazizzle, oh my god, they're running downhill. It's going to be too wide going through Arouge and Radion. They're keeping it side by side through here. This is going to end in tragedy for somebody. They both keep it clean. Glocky picks it up a 3-second time penalty. That small guy retiring out the race on the left-hand side of track. Now Kazizzle going around the outside of Lacombe. Matt Tibos in on this as well. So now Kazizzle defending the two-car train in behind with Glocky and Matt. They go through Lacombe safely, and Kazizzle holds on that position for now. Onyx Mer not out of this either. He's getting close. And Xpree and Neil having a little bit of a coming together,
God,
and Jesus Christ, and Lyronix, no way has he just done that round the outside of both of yous. What a move that is!
You can only see me.
If he can only see you,
That's
then that
proper.
is a problem, but Niels has got past you, and Glocky's lost a position of Matt Tibos there at Puon.
Oh, this is terrible. Fuck's sake.
I mean,
Just want to see, oh, Punisher going, oh, Punisher's lost it at Puon, oh, what a crash that is! That's a big shunt there from Punisher. Mistake by himself, got caught wide on the apex of the corner, and he looks like he's out of contention here for the win. He's got front wing damage, Matthias coming through round Puon, so he's just got to be careful of stricken
That's
Punisher
not even me.
in front of him. And we're seeing side-by-side action running the bus stop chicane. Matt Tibos going around the outside of Kazizzle. Oh, what a move this is. Kazizzle dives into the pits, though, a little bit premature. But Matt Tibos had the move done. Kazizzle forced into the pit. Glocky also in as well on lap 5 out of 22. Montana leads by 4 seconds for Matt Tibos and Onyx Mer in third.
Oh.
Can we restart?
Let me have a look at what people's been saying in the comments. What's people been saying in the group and the A League chat actually?
Well, there's a couple of messages saying restart.
There's a lot of messages saying restart.
There's a couple of messages saying restart. Right, let's have a look on board with Niels in the meantime, going round, possibly going for a move on Ironics. Not quite.
Oh
That's
my god, they
56.
faded out the pits.
Ferris said that how was that not a safety car?
How was that? Honestly, I said that in commentary. How the hell was that not a safety car?
Honestly, spectators should be able to put on safety car. Yeah, exactly.
Even if VSC would have done, I think, to be honest.
No, yeah, full on safety car.
Oh my god, but it seems, I mean, that crash running downhill wasn't even at a Rouge going into Radion. Wasn't even down there. It was on the run down into turn 2 and 3. Montana in from the lead though. Montana is in from the lead.
It's a jam on the brakes, otherwise
medium tyres, I think, here for Montana.
Wisely saying restart.
Wisely saying restart. That is the championship leader though.
Well,
You know,
basically everyone's
1998. You know, 1998 Spa. It was literally that, but with ghosting.
there's not as many people retiring.
I don't know.
Restart.
Come on, James. If so many people are asking for a restart.
Oh,
so many people
Matt,
being
behind
three
you.
people, I think. Not
Yeah,
enough.
Matt,
A lot of
behind
people
you.
complaining as well.
It's not enough to call a restart, I'm afraid.
Matt, who's
So-
behind you?
What
Punisher.
Oh.
But Matt, Tibos, and Onyx Mer
Sake.
Joke.
leading this race. Let's have a look at the comments actually. So I'm just having a look through the comments. If you are, we are still live. Montana first, restart is a good idea. How was that not a safety car? Kazizzle could have been the cause of that, apparently. I've heard
Which bit?
in the comments. Glocky commenting that he's an idiot.
Yeah, Baron restart.
I mean, honestly, if people are going to spam the comments saying they want to restart, I'm sorry, but you'll just get muted from the chat. Not my fault you're out the race. Ironics and Niels, though, battling for third. Still not going for a move, actually, Niels. On the back of Ironics, and this looking like Matt Tibos's to lose. Onyx Mer, Ironics and Niels. The top 4. Montana came out the pits, by the way, just behind Variable, and he's weaving to try and get a bit of heat into those tyres running down the straight. 210 under braking at Lacombe. I did hear that, so I mean...
What'd you do?
What's he saying? What's he saying about me? He can say it on live on stream. Come on, he can say it live on stream. Come on, I'm not afraid of him.
No, that he muted you, and because it was distracting him.
And his
Distracting
wheels
him.
gone back to 900
Distracting
degrees.
him. How about this for a distraction? I'll disqualify him from the results if he's not careful.
Why?
You know what? You guys are getting muted. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Right, so that's them idiots out of the way. Anyways, back to the action. Glocky picking up a 3-second time penalty there. Not sure where that was at out on track. Everything seems to have calmed down a little bit despite the calls for restart. I personally didn't see anything wrong with the with anything that was going on. I need POV footage to obviously investigate it. There's quite a bit of front wing damage actually running down the straight. In the case, we've only had 6 out the race, so I mean, it really hasn't. It's affected most people's races, but I wouldn't say it's caused any disruption. But Matt Tebos leading on the run down towards Lecombe. Lap 8 at 22. This race seems to be going quite a long distance. So given the nature of the track, this is going to be quite a long race. So sit back, relax and enjoy the rest of the action. Hopefully we do get some great action out on track. At the minute it looks like Montana is going to be in the net lead of the race when he comes, when the front 4 at least come into the pits. So Ironics has definitely put the hammer down on Niels, trying to get to Matt Tebos and Onyx. 8.8 seconds separating the top 3 at the minute, with Niels down in 4th, around 2 seconds behind him now, just losing time. Maybe the tyre's starting to go off on his car. Cazzizzle seems to be catching Storm as well. This is on the run down towards Puon. And Storm going through here nicely. Cazzizzle getting very close to the apex there of Puon. Don't want to be catching too much of the apex, because it does send you for a spin, like we did see with Punisher doing exactly the opposite of that. Running out wide, going for a spin. Cazzizzle nearly going for a spin there. 3-second time penalty there for Expree. He was 5 seconds behind Glocky, which isn't too much really, considering he might have to come in the pits again. Let's have a look at the stops actually. Glocky on the mediums, Expree out on the soft compound of tyre. Onyx Smurs in from 2nd, and Cazzizzle going down the inside of Storm. I think Storm coming in the pits here. Oh no, he's not. He's going switch back down the inside possibly. Not quite. And Cazzizzle running out wide. And let Storm actually have a run at him here, going into turn 1. Going to be close on exit. Cazzizzle just catches the inside. There's the yellow flag in sector 3. I'm guessing that might be technically gaming in sector 3 somewhere. On the run down towards Eau Rouge. Cazzizzle going through there nicely, Storm going through there nicely. There is a yellow flag in sector 3, which is not, it might have been Punisher, I don't know who that was actually, if I've got to be honest. Might have just been Ghost, yellow flag. Storm and Cazzizzle though battling down into Lecombe. Cazzizzle finally getting that move done, looked a little bit aggressive, but all nicely done through there. Let me just check the comments. That's having a look. That was quite unprofessional there, wanting DQ just because somebody wanted to focus. I mean, yeah, I am a little bit frustrated at people calling a restart, so I do apologise for making those comments live on stream. It is definitely not the professionalism that I want to show in the commentary, and I hope you can forgive me for that. Anyways, back to the action, because this will now begin to catch Variable, who will be coming in the pits very shortly. Top 4 at the minute, except for Montana, still to pit. The top 3. 2 on the softs, Matt Tebos and Niels, and Ironics on the medium compound of tyre. As Matt Tebos is in from the lead of the race. He's going to be out probably ahead of Cazzizzle or maybe behind him here. Very interesting to see. And then calling them idiots. I mean, yeah. Yeah, as I said, I've apologised for that, so don't take me that way. I can see JB joining, and if he wants to continue that act up, then there'll be words after this. But Ironics, Matt Tebos coming up behind Montana, and Cazzizzle just going through turn 1 there. So Matt, essentially on 4-lap fresher tyres compared to Montana. He should get those to the end quite well, as we see Onyxmer and Hamres now beginning to have a little battle. Onyxmer recently came out of the pit, of course. Most of these guys opting for the medium compound of tyre because the tyre wear around this track is quite excessive compared to other tracks. We saw in Hungary last week, especially with the tyre wear, we saw Kazisl get 31 laps, I think it might have been, out on a set of mediums. So similar scenario here. And oh, Onyx Mill locking up, going into no name. Goodness me, that was a severe lock up there by Onyx. But just somehow getting through the corner. He hasn't lost much time actually. He's gaining on Hamres. It's about 2 seconds. Quite a few comments now coming in on the stream. Let me have a look at that. Yes, GG. Thank you very much. Yeah, tensions are a bit high. That's all I'm saying. Tensions are a bit high. People calling a restart. It's getting me frustrated. But I'm here. We're still going. There's 13 drivers still in contention in this race, bar Technique Gaming, who's a lap down. Hopefully you can enjoy the rest of this race. Please send in footage, because I will investigate that. The camera angle, I've got to argue, was absolutely shocking from my point of view, so I do apologise for that. Anyways, as I should have honestly muted those guys as well, just to pick up on that. Xpree on the back of Niels. Niels recently came out the pits though. He's on a set of mediums. Should get those to the end. Xpree will have to pit again. But he is looking for a move here on Niels. So the Brit and the Dutchman now battling it out for a potential 8th place. I think Lyronix will be coming into the pits. Don't think he'll lose too much time. He looks like he might come out Onyx Hamres sort of area. Possibly. Berra's still wanting a restart. Sadly, it isn't going to happen. We're halfway through now, and it's definitely too late to call a restart now. But I will consider people's point of view. Here we go, actually. Xpree looking for a move around the outside of Niels, going into the lock-on. The camera cuts away. This is going to be a sensational move if he pulls this off. Niels still there on the inside, though. Xpree gives him room and gives him place back for now. But this is the battle just embroiling now. Technique Gaming, I think, and Glocky have their own private battle. Technique trying to unlap himself, perhaps, there. But Xpree trying to get past Niels. Not quite. We're seeing Matthias and Punisher swapping positions as well, and that's a nice overtake by Matthias on the straight going into Lacombe. So a very nice move there for Matthias. He's up to a 12th, and he can still get the possibility of points in this race. Despite that front wing damage, he can still get the possibility of points in this race. And it is unfortunate that half people were in lap 1 especially, as we see Niels and Xpree still battling. James, it was my fault. Vaporizer. I'd love to see your point of view, Vaporizer. If you send it in to me, that'll be much appreciated. We will get incident reports out after this. Matt Tibor sets fastest lap of the race. Montana, though, on his return. Xpree now going around the outside of bus stop, and that is a beautiful overtake if he can get this done. And that is one of the overtakes, possibly of the night. Brilliant move by Xpree. Neil's still on the back of him, though. Not done yet. Just pushing him a little bit on the grass there, Xpree. Not sure if he meant to do that, but Xpree's through, and he's up to 8th place. And he might get 7th, actually, because Lyronix will be pitting very soon. Trying to go a very, very long stint on these mediums and try and get to a super soft stint. I think that's what he's trying to achieve there. But again, we're going back on board with Niels, running down the straight. Oh, he's run out of VRS! He's run out of VRS, going for the move still, though, Niels. Not quite. Glocky picking up another 3-second time penalty, and Xpree just beginning to pull away. Niels getting caught in the gravel there, doesn't want to be doing that. Variable running around in 10th as well. Wheel was on 720 degrees for some reason. I disconnected my wheel, and then the game thought it was a good idea to turn left into the wall. So I think Vaporizer crashed out first, if I recall that crash. So that would make sense, and if that is the case, it's good for owning up, and thank you very much for doing that. However, as precaution, we will investigate that incident, and I don't know what the course of action will be. I know people are complaining, calling for a restart. I do respect that. I don't know what we'll be doing. Me and the admins will probably decide after this if we want a restart or not, or a rerun race. But at the minute, this race is going to stand. Not much happening in terms of battling. Belgium always a tricky track, of course, for overtakes. Lyronix looks like he's getting out ahead of Hamres, possibly here. Let's cut the broadcast cam. Lyronix coming out of the pits. Hamres is going through the exit of turn 1 now. It's going to be very close on exit. Hamres is just going to get him, but Lyronix slots in 6th for a soft stint for 10 laps. So Lyronix should get about 60% tyre wear on that. Glocky and Technique Gaming still having their own private battle in behind. Glocky losing control of the car. Oh, is that Technique losing control of the car as well? Yes, it is, because I think, oh, the VSC's out. The VSC has brought a race neutralisation. Technique, we saw him in the background of shot there, just briefly losing control of the car. The camera cut away, unfortunately. Didn't quite see the crash, but Technique's out the race. And now, top 13 out on track. 13 drivers left, and we're on lap 13 with Montana still leading. And this VSC period is going to be ideal, I would say, for Lyronix. He's on the soft compound of tyre. He's just came out the pits. He's probably going to be getting an extra 1 or 2% tyre wear with the VSC and reducing, obviously, to about 60% race speed rather than 100% race speed. VSC period will be ending very, very shortly, though. And I guarantee you that we will have some battles before the end of this race. Hamres gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Do you not know what a VSC is? Goodness me. Matt Tibos, though, has caught up in the VSC period. Looks like it's coming over a little bit cloudier out on track as well. But Montana leads by 2.5 seconds. Matt Tibos in second. Looking to repeat a win from last time out in Hungary. Onyx Mer and Kazizel. Actually, this battle came from absolutely nowhere. Onyx Mer going up the inside of bus stop chicane. Beautiful move by Onyx, and he's up to 3rd place. But for how long? Because Kazizel will have DRS. He just floors it off the corner, though. I think he's got enough to possibly hang on into turn 1. Kazizel not going for the move. That's good showmanship there, as Hamres and Lyronix are suddenly battling in behind. And here comes Lyronix down the hill. And he's got him already. So Lyronix up to 5th. Is he going to be the one to watch? He's definitely going to be the one to watch in this race, surely. Hamres is in control of the car. Nearly did a Technique Gaming there. He's got to be careful. He's losing that ERS a bit. Kazizel and Onyx Mer are battling once again. Kazizel now through past Onyx Mer. Lyronix and Hamres, though, battling side by side. It's all kicked off once again. Lyronix with a brilliant move on the brakes, trying to get Hamres pushing off a little bit on track. But Lyronix holds the position firmly, and he holds on just about there. Lyronix holds on to P5. He's on the softs. He should be getting a pull away now from Hamres, who might struggle to get those tyres to the end. Glocky in behind beginning to catch this as well. So maybe a 3-way battle for 5th developing. But we've certainly got a 2-way battle for 3rd and 4th. Kazizel and Onyx now running in very close quarters to each other. And this might be the battle to watch for the rest of this race with, I think, 7-8 laps to go. Penalty status for the top 2. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Decent race though, lads. Spudsy commenting. Thank you very much, Spudsy, for that kind comment. Any report on Hungary red flag incident in B-League? As long as I recall, there wasn't a thingy. No way is Onyx Mer going around the outside of Blanchimon. No way is he going to try and do this. Onyx Mer around the outside of Blanchimon. Has he got the move? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. What a move that is by Onyx Mer. Oh, that is sensational stuff from Onyx. The Dutchman gets back past Kazizel. A flawless move around the outside of Blanchimon, sees him go back up into 3rd place, and now he can push now. He's got 4 lap pressure tyres compared to Kazizel, who locked up into turn 1 there. Just beginning to lose a little bit of time. Lyronix is hunting around in the background. This is all suddenly coming closer together, but Montana leads by 2.4 seconds. These guys have got to try to get those front 2. If those front 2 start battling, then goodness knows where it'll be. Kazizel now is going to have to be forced around the outside at Lecombe. He's got the move under the brakes at Onyx Mer. Very close, pushing him off track. That's a bit unfair from Kazizel. And he's out. And if I've got to say so myself, that was a bit aggressive. He lost control of the car and exited the corner there. And that has just thrown a spanner in the works. Montana 3-second time penalty. Unfortunate that Kazizel is out the race there. But he pushed off Onyx Mer onto the gravel. Onyx Mer then came back across, hit him slightly off desync, I think. Probably to blame there. But as we see, lap 15 out of 22. 2.5 second gap, the lead. Montana and Matt Tibos. No, you forgot what I was saying there. Montana, though, leading. He's got a penalty. Matt Tibos has got 2 warnings from earlier on in the race. Onyx has got 1 warning. Lyronix has got 2 warnings. Hammers has got a drive-through for speeding on the safety car, which he should be taking now, I would think. Glocky's got 3 penalties. Expree's got a penalty. Niels has got a penalty. Variable's got nothing. And Storm has got nothing either. So that's your rundown of the top 10. As we see Hammers. As soon as I said he was coming in for a drive-through penalty, yes he is. And Expree coming in to change his tyres as well. So, may have felt that turn 2, going down to turn 2 incident was not great enough. Onyx pulling away though from Lyronix, but that gap suddenly has closed down to under a second. It was a 2. Expree going for fastest lap here. Coming out the pits, he's going to be out ahead of Matthias, is he? On exit of the pits, it's going to be very, very close actually, running down the hill. Matthias is down on the outside of him. Expree's got to be careful, he'll probably jump into the slipstream here, running up a Rouge. And yes, indeed. Expree just hold on, but this is now a battle. Matt Tibos has picked up a 3-second time penalty, so they're both even. Expree now around the outside of Matthias at Lacombe. He's got the car ahead. Matthias gives him the room. And already that move completed, so Expree now can focus on Storm. He's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. It's almost as if I was coming towards him there. Coming onto him there. But battle for third now starting to hot up. Onyx Mer and Lyronix. We'll keep an eye on Expree as he makes his way through the field. Hopefully he might be able to pick up, I would think a top 7 might be on the cards here, with Hamres looking very weary on those tyres. Glocky may be looking weary on those tyres. He should be picking up more positions very, very soon. And he's got Storm in his sights. A 5/10 gap now happening. Thank you very much for the dislikes. Oh, Variables crashed. And Variables crashed at Stavelo, and that's by himself there. So Variables now out. Belgium causing mass havoc here. And Storm and Expree. Oh, I thought they were off track there. Goodness me. Bloody hell. Variable Expree now going up the inside. Storm's got to be careful. Oh, beautiful move. And now Matthias is on the back of this. 2. If for the price of 1 there. Expree, Matthias going past. Oh my god, he's nearly at the back of Expree. Goodness me. Oh, look up under the brakes, I think, there for Matthias. But a 2-in-1 deal there. Expree and Matthias getting past Storm, who's now down to 10th. Punisher will be looking to try and overtake. As we see the battle, Onyx Mer and Lyronix. Lyronix, I think, tried to go for a bit optimistic dive bomb there at Lecom. And he slots back into 4th place. But it's inevitable that I think he will be getting 3rd. These two, I think, haven't got any penalties so far this race. So it is going to be very interesting to the end as we reach 5 more laps to go after this. Montana leads by 2.4 seconds. That gap just holding very steady, but Matt Tibos should try and close in very, very soon. He's got 4 lap pressure tyres, so he's at advantage, so he should try and close in over the course. And in fact, I think he's just made a mistake there at Stavelo. He has. He's made a very rare mistake there, Matt Tibos. So what seemingly looked like he was all over the back of Montana, who was just defending beautifully with that ERS. But now Lyronix on the back of Onyx. Bit of a mouthful to say if you're a commentator, but Onyx and Lyronix going up in the bus stop together. Is Lyronix going to dive in, out in? He could have went inside there. Thought he was going to go for it, but he didn't. Onyx just out in front. I think Lyronix could try something into turn 1. Like a Danny Rick move. No, nothing happening there. So Onyx and Lyronix stay as they are in 3rd and 4th. But getting back to Matt Tibos' mistake there. Very rare mistake from the championship contender with Wisely Queen out. He's got to pick up 25 points ideally to have the gap at 2 points coming into this race. Expree has just set the fastest up the race. That's a point for him at the minute. And Lyronix now going around the outside of Onyx. This is into Lecom. Surely this time, is he going to get it done? No, he's not. He gives Onyx the room again, and he just trying to keep those tyres under wraps for a little bit longer, I think. But he's now going down into No Name, down the inside into No Name, or just before No Name actually. Lyronix now holding around the outside. Surely not. He can't do it here. He can't do it. He's nearly in the wall. Onyx, little bit aggressive again, a little, I think there. but Onyx holds on to third and he's defending for his life. Lyronics now, he censors blood. 60% ERS for Lyronics, 60% ERS for Onyx as well. So the two AZR drivers really going at it here. Gap for the lead has came down slightly by 2/10. Montana and Matt Tibos going on to lap 19 now. As Onyx and Lyronics. Lyronics has got the run. He's got the run up from Stavolo into Blanchimon. He's down the inside. Just about keeps it tidy. Might just have to remove that 3-second time penalty there. Onyx on the lit on the brakes. Lyronics now holding it down the inside. Brilliant action between these two. Clean as you like. Lyronics and Onyx side by side into turn 1. And Lyronics has got the move done. But is Onyx going to try and fight back here down into turn 1? Yes, he is. He commits the car down the inside. Onyx is aware of the danger. Trying to go for a bit of a switch back there. Didn't quite work. And Onyx has got that move done once again. So Onyx into third place, once again Lyronics in fourth. Bit of the yo-yo effect going on, as I like to call it in league racing. Punisher picks up a 3-second time penalty. He should be trying to get those tyres on a one-stop to the end of the race, actually. Lyronics now going around the outside of Lacombe. Can he do it this time on the outside of Lacombe? And this time, has he come into the car enough into the corner? Pushes Onyx off. Now around the outside. Beautiful move. Can he get it done this time? It's still side by side. Brilliant action between these two. Onyx and Lyronics giving a right show here in Belgium. Who needs a restart when you can have this sort of action? As Lyronics that goes side by side through No Name, who on the run down towards Pouon, and I don't think they would want to go side by side through here. And they just back off briefly, but the battle will still be on. Lyronics has got a better run out compared to Onyx there. Lap 20 out of 22 about to begin. Montana 3.4 seconds now clear of Matt Tibos. Be careful of the penalties though. They're both on 3 seconds at the minute. It only takes one track extend or one corner cut to get another 3-second time penalty around this track. Lyronics. Onyx getting a much better run out of Stavlo. Maybe those tyres just beginning to give way on Lyronics's car. 5/10 the gap, just extending out a little bit. Unless Onyx has put it up to ERS mode 4, and that's what I was thinking there. So Onyx up into ERS mode 4, just pulling away by 6/10, and he looks like he's got this going into bus stop. Lyronics very late on the brakes there, if I've got to say so myself. Let's take it on board actually with Lyronics. He senses danger. 3.1 seconds now. Montana maybe beginning to struggle on those mediums, but a perfect one-stop strategy for the returning Montana. He came into this race thinking, oh, I'll get mid-pack. I'll be happy with that. He's going to get the win at the minute. But Onyx and Lyronics, third and fourth, running up a Rouge, who in real life actually this is all snowed off, so it's a good job somebody's got the whole water out. Now Lyronics round the outside. We go back on board with Onyx. It's a clean move. It was inevitable, and Lyronics easily ran the outside of Lacombe, and he's up to third place. But can he maintain that? We've seen this position before, where Lyronics has actually lost the position to Onyx once again. ERS modes are relatively the same. ERS usage around 45% coming through No Name into Pouon. As non-stop action here between these two, Lyronics and Onyx. They've given a great show. A little bit aggressive at times, a little bit borderline, but great action nonetheless. Lyronics and Onyx happening and providing us with some great action in an A-League. We might not have the drivers that are still going around on track, but we certainly do still have the action being proved here. Neil's picking up a 5-second stop goal for a position gain. Onyx with a much better run. What on earth is happening to Lyronics there? No ERS being used. Sitting duck on the run up towards Blanchimon. And Onyx has got back past with seemingly from absolutely nowhere. He was miles behind. Lyronics thought he had it. Onyx, having the better ERS usage. Going through Blanchimon, there's a yellow flag in Sector 2, which I think might be Punisher down at the back of the field. It is Punisher down at the back. And has he got a puncture? Is my first thought. Oh, sliding the car through. That's his race over. Into the gravelly goes. And Punisher, not his race tonight. Good second place though in Hungary last time out. Gap for the lead closing down, but still this battle for third still going on between Onyx and Lyronix. Yellow flags in Sector 2 and Sector 3 is still Punisher, who I think has spun once again at Stavilo this time, and he's lost another 20 seconds, and I think he'll probably be giving up the ghost very, very soon. But still good to have him racing, of course. 2.2 seconds. Matt Tibos senses a little bit of danger. Montana. Matt Tibos really getting in the rhythm very late on. If I've got to be honest, I think it's a little bit too late. 2.2 seconds. Unless Montana makes some sort of serious mistake or gets a puncture, he's going to be winning this race, hands down. Possibly the luckiest driver out on track, starting in pole. And I think for the first time in quite a while, we're going to have our pole sitter winning a race here in TFRL A-League. So Montana now, Matt Tibos, going on to the final lap of the race. We see Onyx and Lyronix, they're staying as they are at the minute, but I very much sense that Lyronix will try and get this move done on the final lap of the race. Let's still keep on board with these. Matthias trying to close in on Xpree, who really hasn't made much impression as of late. Not really catching hammers there in 8th place, so top 7 was likely, I did say, from Xpree. But factor in the penalties, he might just get that. As they go through a Rouge for the final time, Onyx and Lyronix, they've got to be careful through here. Lyronix getting very much closer through a Rouge. And here we go. Senses another opportunity. Can he get the move done this time on the final lap of the race? He's got to do away with count round the outside of Lacombe. A bit of hand of rage there from Lyronix. Onyx dives in late on the brakes. Keeps the manoeuvre. Keeps the car. And fantastic move there by Onyx. Lyronix still on the back of him. Trying to go for a move. I thought he was going to go for it there. The German on the Dutchman. Having a great battle still. This has been probably one of the best battles I've seen so far this season in terms of length and in terms of pure cleanliness. It has been a bit borderline at times, I did say that earlier on. But now, we are going to see Montana running through Blanchimont, out in front, using up all of his ERS pretty much to end off this race. Montana in the McLaren has only got bus stop between him and victory. He took it 4 months ago when he was against Button. Round the final corner he comes. He did Button round the outside that time. He wins cleanly this time. It's Montana that wins in Belgium. A great win from the returning Montana. Matt Tibos in second, continuing his run of good form. And clear to me that he is on a mission to get this championship. Onyx is going to hold on to third, I think, with Lyronix. It'll be interesting to see if there's any penalties. Onyx in third. Lyronix gets third. I think he sensed that with the weaving in the back end. So Lyronix picks up that podium. Glocky across the line in fifth. I think Niels is going to possibly jump him here. Good performance, actually, from the B-League driver. I think we've had a little collision down in Sector 1 there. Not sure what's going on. Matthias and Xpree battling to the line. Xpree jumps Niels and Matthias there, and Storm coming around the final corner. He is going to be coming across the line in 10th place. A couple of all B-League reserves actually picking up points for the first time, I think, this season. Storm coming across the line in 10th. And what a race that was. No shortage of drama. And Montana wins. Possibly a little bit lucky, but he wins here in Belgium with a fantastic. Onyx commenting stupid penalty. I did see that, so that might get removed. I will have a look at that footage back on stream. Thank you to the 4 dislikers who have liked the stream as well. Your negativity keeps me fired up, as was proven earlier on in the race, and of course I apologise to the guys here, who I will unmute now. Pulisic running, but Montana wins here in Belgium. 2.2 seconds the gap in the end. Both had 3-second time penalties, him and Matt Tibos. Lyronix in third, no penalties. Good drive from him, the German. Onyx, Glocky top 5. Then it's Hamres, Xpree, Niels, Matthias and Storm top 10. Punisher the only other one to finish and classified in the results. Variable, Kazizzle, Technique, Small Guy, JB, Berra, Wiseleg, Scuba, Vaporizer, all out of the race. And that is the Belgian Grand Prix over. Oh. I'm not sure if people have me on mute or whatever. I think they still do. Yeah, still concentrating even though the race has ended. Right, let me have a look. 50 messages in the Discord. What? Oh, Elliot's been having an argument. Elliot's been having an argument in GT3 Discord with Kyle. Is it our Kyle? So I'll sort them out after this. Is anybody available for an interview, I wonder?
Yep. I'm going for an angry P, as Danny would say.
An angry P. Angry P. Don't count that voice break again. Goodness me. But I do believe we have been joined by tonight's race winner and the returning TFRL Montana. 8th last night in FRL F2. First tonight in A-League. Do you count yourself lucky?
I don't know, really.
Well, we did see that, yeah, you must have thought, going down into turn 2 on the first lap, everyone crashing up behind you, thinking, oh, well, this is going well.
Yeah, I was rather surprised by the DNFs, like 9 people retired.
Yeah, 9 people.
Yeah, I knew Vaporizer was the most dangerous one, so...
Yeah, Vaporizer, I think the excuse for that was his wheel being on 720 degrees, which is not ideal when you're in a league race and just starting off on lap 1. I will look into everything, of course, as always. But talk us through your race, because that was a pretty dominant victory. You didn't see another car.
Yeah, I was surprised, first of all, that I got pole position by... Well, it was at 1/10, and then like the start was just about arriving. Then Mr. Glock was a little bit behind me all the time, chasing me, as well as Casizel, I think it was. Yeah, and I think they had some kind of contact a few laps later. Yep. And I was in front, and Matt was chasing me like crazy. And then we had the safety car, virtual safety car, which I lost like 2 seconds. Yep. I don't know really why. Then I got the penalty, and I thought, yeah, race over, but luckily Matt got the penalty as well, so... Yeah, I was quite nervous to the end, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, actually, were you nervous? Because I saw the gap coming down, Matt Tibos. I think it was within 2 seconds at the end of that race. You must have been feeling a little bit concerned about that.
Yeah, although I have a lot of experience and I don't get nervous that quickly, I was just trying to save the car, bring it home, don't get any warnings stupidly, and yeah, managed to get quite well.
Yeah, and a brilliant win on your return as well. Looking ahead to Monza next week, we are in Italy next week, of course. First of all, will you be attending?
If I'm allowed to, yes.
Yeah, you're allowed to after tonight, definitely.
Thank you. I like the track, but I think on this game it's just going to be a huge train, slipstreaming and DRSing each other, so... I have to hope for rain, otherwise it's quite not random, but it's unpredictable.
It's very rare in A-League, I think, with rain. It always comes in B-League. That's the place to be if you want to have some rain, it appears, this season. Yeah, decent rain as well. But thank you very much, Montana, for that.
Thank you.
You said what? Sorry, Matthias.
He said train, not rain.
Train. Oh dear.
Oh, rain as well.
Rain as well. Yeah. Goodness me. That's my miscommunication happening there, because I'm. Yeah. We're getting. Anyways, Matthias, what happened to you in that race? I know we caught briefly on with the lap 1 incident, but talk us through what happened from your point of view.
Well, Corey, you already know. And then the first corner had a bad start, so Danny jumped me. And then I tried to then I tried to go around the outside of everyone. That worked. Was up to 14th or something. And then was Ryan Keelan, and he just braked all of a sudden because of carnage happening in front of us.
Oh, bloody hell! Jesus Christ! My reaction there was not to you, Matthias, by the way. Spa 1998 all over again, I think, is the way to go about that crash.
Yep.
Goodness me. Yeah, I think in that case, I will admit I was at fault. But then again, we didn't know what Vaporizer's wheel was going to do. Apparently, it's 720 degrees turned or something. I couldn't understand wheel torque, but yeah. But apparently he's owned up to it, so that's decent of him if he has done. But I will admit now that there probably should have been a restart called, and I'll decide in the next couple of days whether we will void this race and rerun it, or whether we keep the results as they are. So I will get your opinions on that. Okay. Montana doesn't want it. Montana definitely doesn't want a rerun race. Goodness me. I don't think any of the top 10 really want a rerun race, but I think in fairness, I'll put that on the table and I'll ask the drivers, see what they want. But yeah, looking ahead to Italy next week. Are you going to be here? First of all.
Yep.
You are going to be here. What's your thinking around the track? Do you think you're going to do well?
No.
One word answer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah, it's annoying because the chicanes. I'm bad with chicanes and I'm bad with like extremely fast corners like a scurry.
Yeah.
And that's just Monza is gonna be hell for me.
Monza will be hell, but I don't think it'll be as hellish as probably what we'll probably experience next week in A-League, with many of the drivers probably fearing that we're going to one of the most historic tracks on the calendar. Thank you very much, Matthias, for your time. Anybody else there for an interview? Has Will muted me still? Was he here?
He hasn't muted you, but I think he's gone somewhere.
He hasn't muted me. Are you sure?
Oh, he's unmuted you, he said.
Oh, right, so he's probably... Alright. And Small Guy's obviously taking a fat dump by the sounds of it. But I'll come on to some housekeeping, actually, while we wait for those two to get back. Tomorrow is B-League, of course, 7 o'clock UK time. Do not take turn 1 as what you make it out to be tonight. If you're watching or competing from B-League tonight, do not, under any circumstances, try a turn 1 incident again, because we will call a restart tomorrow, and I will own up to that straight away, that we will call a restart if that happens. But I'm actually looking forward to B-League tomorrow. I will announce now live on stream that Bjorn Voss and another driver that I forgot the name of at this stage will be getting full seats in B-League. There are 2 spaces that have come available, so both of them will be getting pushed from the reserves up to a main time seat, as they've attended more than 50% of the races, which is fantastic. And well done to them on getting the full-time seat. We look forward, hopefully, to both of them competing tomorrow. I will get the second name out there on the B-League chat. I don't know. I forgot who it is. I can't remember off the top of my head who it is. Yes, it is. It's Glock. Thank you very much for reminding me about that. Yeah, Izadar Glock will be getting a full-time seat, as well as Bjorn Voss. So they're both in full-time seat. We have had David Warbank leave us, of course. So there's a Renault available. That is probably going to go to Bjorn Voss, I think. And then the Izadar Glock will go into another car that has eluded me. That is free. And tomorrow night also, we could be seeing the return of a very strange Welshman. Put down in your comments who that is. Jack Meyer. Just ruined it for everyone. And then on to Sunday. We do have action on Sunday. It's going to be the first evaluation race for TFRL's GT3 Championship. I'm buzzing to get this started. We've got 26 or 27 sign-ups at the minute. If you want... The sign-ups are closed, by the way, but if you do want to put in a late entry, sign up. The late sign-ups will be open till around Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So make sure you get your entry in and make sure you compete to the best of your ability, because we are going to be splitting for the first time in TFRL GT Sport Pro and Pro-Am. The quick guys go in Pro with their teammates, and Pro-Am will go obviously to the slower drivers, but we are going to be accommodating for everyone. I think that is what is the most important part of the GT3 Championship going forward is. So that's going to come on Sunday, 6 o'clock UK time, so keep your notifications on for that. I am more than likely going to be commentating on that, so you will get to have 3 commentaries from me this weekend on TFRL instead of the usual 2. And I think that's housekeeping done, really. Is Will and Keelan back? By the sounds of it, no. Niels has joined us in the party, if he's there. Is anybody here?
I am.
Are people dead?
I gotta go though. Thanks for letting me race. Hope to see
You're
you
very
next
welcome.
weekend.
You are very
Thank you
welcome.
very much. Have a nice
See you,
evening,
Montana.
guys. See ya.
See ya. Oh, right, I'm a bit stuck. Is Niels here? Or is anybody, is Small Guy here? If not, I'll end the stream. Oh, Niels is here. I think Niels is here. Yes, he is. Ah, hello, Niels. Good performance from you tonight. Talk us through your race. Oh, yeah, they definitely died alright. Goodness me. Yeah. Yeah, but still, it was a good performance. At least you did finish. That's the most important thing. And you had actually a pretty good battle with Will in the end, so talk us through about that. I think he did get past in the end, I do believe. Well, that's a bit strange. If you can send me footage of that, I'll take it off, probably. I will take that off for you. No, we can't hear Niels, apparently. But I'll say what you were saying to me. Good race. He had
Can you catch level next?
Yeah, 5 second overtake, 5 second corner cutting penalty, apparently, for illegal overtake on Myronics, which I will get removed. So that's the main point, I think, out of that. Going forward into tomorrow night, B-League, are you going to be attending, first of all?
I will.
You will, lovely. Will this performance tonight give you a bit more confidence going into tomorrow?
I think so. I think it just helps with looking what place you are in, with the tactics,
Yeah,
overeating, stuff like that.
definitely. Thank you very much for your time, Niels.
Oh.
As we have Expree, I think, wanting to join back the party, because I've just seen his mic come on the stream. So whoever's party host, please give him an invite. But yeah, I think we'll sign off now until tomorrow night for TFL B-League, 7 o'clock UK time, at the same track, historic Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. And I will end off the stream by saying very sorry to anyone that got caught up in my other side, let's just say that. I do admit there should have been a restart because of that crash. I will hold at fault for that. I'm sorry, and we will do everything we can to try and rerun the race, but it'll be up to the drivers if we do that. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and until tomorrow night for TFL B-League, it is goodbye.